Yep.
Yo, peace and blessings is real. First and foremost, man, we give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, to his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, man. Hope y'all, Sirach 11, chapter 11. I hope y'all, sincere brothers and sisters, is edified by this word. And, hey, it's going to be a quick lesson. Me and my bro, man, we already really kind of had church off camera. So this is kind of like bonus material.
Yeah.
Just to speed y'all up, we're gonna open it up with verse Sirach 11. Let's go with verse 25.
Sirach chapter 11, verse 25, and it reads, "In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction.
Right.
And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity."
Go ahead, bro, please.
Okay. I'm gonna give a personal testimony.
Why not?
Now,
Come on.
everybody that watches the channel probably knows that I was a big user of edible marijuana.
Come on.
So I don't eat it that much no more. Like
Right.
I'm not marijuana free, but I only eat it for ailments now,
Come on.
and not necessarily to get high. So some started happening to my stomach, and it was bad. I'm talking about the worst stomach problem that I had in my life,
Come on.
and it would not go away. It was continuous, and it got so bad. It got so bad that in the day of affliction, there was no more remembrance of prosperity. I was so down and out and so weak from this stomach affliction. It wasn't nausea.
Yeah.
It was just a grinding and an inability to pass gas, to use the bathroom, anything. So I'm reading online. My wife was like, "You need to go to the doctor. You need to go to the doctor." I'm like, "I will." I'm looking at my feces. They're normal color. You know, I will always pay attention to how my consistency of my shit is.
Yeah.
It's looking normal. So I'm like, okay, that seemed like that's not the problem, because, you know, I can't throw up. I'm not really making bowel movements. I was drinking a lot of Canada Dry, and I was eating marijuana. But then I kind of slowed down on the marijuana, and I'm like, man, I still was drinking the soda. To make a long story short, Canada Dry, the soda Canada Dry, was had me sicker than I ever been before in my life.
That's like, is that ginger ale?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was drinking that shit every day. I wasn't drinking 20 cans of it. I was only drinking 2, 3, 4 cans a day. Man, listen, you know, ginger ale have real strong carbonation, stronger than Sprite, stronger than 7-Up.
Whoa.
So what I'm believing was happening, I thought it was the marijuana. But I'm like, man, I've been doing this for years. Why wasn't hurting my stomach before?
Right.
But I read up online that, you know, if you eat the flower, if you eat the marijuana flower, it'll make your stomach hurt, make you nauseous. But I wasn't really nauseous. Make a long story short, this was one of the worst long ongoing afflictions, because most of my affliction only lasts 3, 4, 5 days. If it's flu, 6, 7 days, you back to normal. No, this junk was dragging on for months of just continuous stomach pain, grinding, inability to pass gas, inability to pass any type of bowel movement.
God.
So, and it was just very painful, not nauseous. Man, guess what? It was the ginger ale.
Wow.
It was the ginger ale. Ginger ale I'm talking about ginger ale had me sicker than I've ever been. Now, in relation to the scripture, now that I'm back normal, it's hard to remember that. Like, you know how you had a flu and you be laying in the bed like, I'm dying.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Matter of fact, pull the plug.
Right.
We've all been, if you're 47 years old, you've been sick to
Yeah.
the point where you've been laying there like, you know what? Fuck this bullshit. This. But that's the last part of the scripture. Ain't no remembrance of prosperity.
Right.
With your ass on the bed like,
Right.
head like bing, 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 bing. Stomach like, you like, you know what? Dead ain't so bad.
Right.
And then through some type of miraculous mercy, the next day the Lord be like, see how I had you? You be laying in the bed the next, you know how you traumatized after you be real sick? You wake up the next day like, I'm not as sick. Like, no, I'm gonna let your punk ass out since you couldn't handle it your last night. But we all been there so sick to where you be like, you know what, man, fuck this shit. However it go, it go.
Right.
And I'm talking about death.
Right.
To somebody who afraid of death and don't want to die, you could get so sick, nigga, to where you be laying there like, man, fuck this shit, man. I don't want to take no more of this shit.
Right. I'd rather just get up out of here.
Right, but the Lord has always shown us mercy, because
Right.
at some point, one of them days, we wake up and be like, shit, you know what? And you turn right back into a proud nigga. That's the first part of the scripture.
Yeah. Right. Give it to him again, Sirach 11:25.
In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. Hell yeah, it is. When your head ain't hurting,
Right.
oh, you can jack like a motherfucker. You
Yeah.
can brag like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You can be proud like a motherfucker. When your head ain't hurting, you can't even raise your voice.
Right.
When your head hurting,
Right.
real
Oh
good.
no, you can't even take light or nothing when your head hurt. Blackness and quiet.
Right. Oh, but when it ain't no pain, oh man, you gotta let your nuts hang.
I hope y'all caught that. My bro said, in the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction.
Like that day Bo Jackson fucked up his hip.
Ooh.
Man, that nigga, hey dog, that nigga was like, till that hip came loose. Then in the day of affliction,
All that.
ain't no remembrance of prosperity.
Yeah. And you know the beautiful thing about that, I hope our audience get this. You can never get too good in life to where you got it made. Everything can be straight fine, but the power of affliction will make your ass forget you balling.
Bro, listen. The Lord afflicted me with some Charlie horses the other day.
Uh-oh. Them ain't never good.
Both thighs, front and back, at the same time.
Fuck. Oh, damn.
Yo, you talking about screaming to the top of my lungs.
Dog, that's worse than getting shot, I feel like.
That shit, dog, it felt like I was going through a grinder.
I remember one time, I'll never forget, man. I was laying in the bed with my wife, and I just turned. Just a simple turn. And I'm like, dude. And it was like I was trying, and she was asleep. So, and the only way I could get help was I had to wake her up. And I'm like, dog, it felt like that mug was finna jump out the back of my leg.
You know why motherfuckers drown, don't you? That you gonna drown.
Dog, guess what I had to do? I literally had to climb out of the bed and just get into a position where I could get my leg elevated, where I can get that mug like I'm
Bro.
punching it. And that mug still was there. Like, whenever you finish, I'm still here.
Bro,
I wouldn't wish that on nobody.
No, this happened to me. It's the worst pain. One of the worst top 5 worst pains of my life happened when I came from skating Sunday.
Oh, this past Sunday.
Yeah, past Sunday. My dumb ass roller skated around that damn floor for 3 hours with no water, no food, no nothing.
Oh, yeah, you crashed.
Came home, laid down in the bed, made one movement to both of them hoes, locked up front and back, hamstring and quad on both sides. Screaming to the top of my lungs. My wife like, what the hell? But after about an hour and a half, we got the motherfuckers down. Come to find out, I was doing too much. I've always had a cramp here and there.
Yeah.
But when I was dehydrated on sodium, potassium, magnesium,
everything your body is accustomed to.
Man, that pain felt unbearable. And I thought to myself, why did the Lord want me to feel that? I have my speculations that I'm not gonna speak about, but why he wanted me to feel that leg pain like that. It was crazy.
Now look, I hope y'all caught this, man. What are we saying, dude? When things are going great in life, right? It's a beautiful thing. But when that affliction come, you gonna forget all that shit. And then on the flip side, right? In your days of affliction, what it say? In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. Yeah.
When my head, I'm afflicted with headaches, for instance. I have a headache now, but I can't blame it on nobody but myself. Why? Because Ishmael cooked some steaks on the grill. I know I'm not supposed to eat red meat. Okay. My dumb ass saw that steak yesterday, and I ate it. So now I'm paying for it.
I remember last time your wife made one of your favorite dishes when it was the cheese.
Yep.
And then you was fucked off on that.
Yep. So the forgetfulness of affliction made me eat that steak, even though I know that the next day I'm not with it. Right.
You finna deal with it.
So had I had the headache before I ate it, I wouldn't have ate it. But see, I was forgetful.
See that?
Man, I can handle it.
Now look,
But nearly now I'm sitting here like, damn, I should have said fuck that steak.
Right. Now look, bro, go down to verse 27. Check this one out, y'all. Sirach 11, verse 27. This is an extension of verse 25.
Sirach chapter 11, verse 27. The affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasures, and his end, his deeds shall be discovered.
Can you read that first part again in verse 27?
The affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure.
Just an hour. An affliction of an hour of affliction.
Oh yeah. We 47
just
years
an
old
hour.
We've been there. And it's like, so here's a something that I think about as I get older. Remember I used to be in church and you would see on the back of it say sick out and shut in.
Yeah.
As we start to get older, guess what we start to realize? Every day you're not going to feel good.
Ooh.
Even when ain't nothing hurting. It's just this weird thing that happens.
Yep.
So what about the days when you afflicted? I'm talking about bad affliction, stomach ache, headache. And then it might go away, it might come back. But then the humility is in terminal sickness. Or an affliction that's painful that you can't really get rid of. You hear a lot of people talking about back pain and hip pain.
Yeah.
I got this back pain, that's been with me for my whole life. It make me feel suicidal. And so the affliction of an hour, we've all been afflicted for an hour with an unbearable pain.
Facts.
And you forget pleasure. And death don't seem as bad when you being afflicted.
Right.
Because you just want it to stop.
Right. And so, like you said, like my wife and my bro here, they both suffer from excruciating migraine headaches, right? And I remember, bro, me and my wife went on a date. This was probably like 3-4 years ago, man. We went to Botanas. Had a good time. I mean, it wasn't even a planned date. We just decided, like, we was just sitting in the house and like, you know what? Let's go to Botanas. Went to Botanas. Man, I'm talking about, bro, a good time. Wasn't a lot of people in there. I'm talking about, bro, it was beautiful. It was winter time, but wasn't no snow on the ground. And we walking to the car. You know what I'm saying? We, holding hands, walking to the car. With that nowhere, that mug hit. Dog, it was so bad.
For real.
I had to hurry up and go. Instead of going to the emergency, she wanted me to go to Walgreens and get some BCs. Got the BCs. Ate them shits, right? Dog, it was so bad, she rolled the window down. And she literally went to sleep or tried to go to sleep.
Hanging out the window,
get
the cold air.
All the way to the crib.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Bro, it was so bad, I damn near had to carry her in the house.
Hell yeah, stick your head in the snow.
And this went for an hour, right? We got home about 40 minutes. And then, dog, she was under that cover. Damn near it seemed like it was forever. The next day came, couldn't be no lights, nothing. Like, not even an inch of sunlight, quiet and dark. And eventually, and then she would get these things, these ice things, and put on her head. All that. And I used to be like, it's that bad?
Hell yeah.
I don't even want to feel that.
Because you never really had a headache.
Never. Not like that. I might get a headache once a year.
You winning. That's such a blessing.
Once a year, bro.
To not have to deal with it. Because headache pain is like, I don't know. Well, here's the beautiful thing. Now that we're talking about it. The Lord have allowed me in my later years of life to be able to control these headaches.
Yeah.
So that's like a blessing in itself.
Yeah.
Being able to stop them or prevent them.
Yeah. Dog, listen, bro.
Not stop them. Because once that beef headache start rolling, it's 4 days long.
Listen, bro, I'm going to just say this before we close this video out. Anybody out there that deal with migraine headaches, dog, may the Lord be with you, dog. Because, man, I don't want to know what that look like. But you see old boy over there sitting in that chair? One time, we was preaching, and out of nowhere, a migraine hit him. He was slumped. Rest of the word, I'm talking about he was done. I'm talking about he was in that chair stuck.
Right now,
couldn't do nothing.
It ain't really pounding, it's tender.
Hey, I'm talking about you was stuck. You couldn't even read.
Real,
you
man.
was stuck, bro.
Real.
So hold on, y'all.